The chair calls Cindy Clemishire. Cindy, I have you here registered on behalf of yourself, testifying for House Bill 748. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Welcome back in front of our committee and to the Capitol.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you for having me back again. I don't know that any of us really need to say anything after that, but thank you for taking the time to hear my story. I've jotted down a few things and trying to stay on track with this.
Take your time.
Okay, as you already know, I am Cindy Clemishire. I'm from Oklahoma. I grew up in a small town, Hominy, in Osage County. I am a survivor of child sexual abuse that occurred, sorry, I'm still emotional from it, that occurred between 1982 and 1987 when I was 12 to 17 years old. I was abused by Robert Morris, then a traveling evangelist who was married with one child, who went on to become the founding pastor of Gateway Church, one of the largest mega churches in America here in Texas. As I stated, the abuse started when I was 12 years old on Christmas night in 1982 while Robert Morris was staying in my family's home. The first time he made the premeditated decision to violate and defile my purity, he told me, and I quote, "You can never tell anyone because it will ruin everything." This abuse continued over and over and over until I finally told someone in 1987 at the age of 17. When I did finally tell someone, it seemed as though Robert Morris was right. It ruined everything. Friendships ended. Marriages of mutual family friends ended. My relationships with my parents, my siblings, friends, and others took a shift. And at 17 years old in 1987, I felt like as if it was all my fault. As I began the lifelong journey to sort through these emotional challenges, my life seemed to attract more shame, while Robert's attracted fame. Through decades of counseling off and on, seminars, books, and conversations with friends and family, I have found my way to understanding child sexual abuse, forgiveness, and healing. Part of that journey also involved a pursuit of financial restitution from Robert in 2007 at the age of 37, 20 years after I first told someone. My attorney at the time, Gittner Drummond, who is now the AG of Oklahoma, asked for $50,000 to cover past and future counseling. Robert Morris's attorney responded with a letter accusing an innocent 12-year-old Cindy of pursuing Robert, making Robert sound like the victim. The letter also offered a $25,000 settlement as long as I would sign an NDA, which I refused. That was 18 years ago. Because I refused to sign that document giving up the right to freely speak about events in my life, last Wednesday, March 12th of 2025, almost 43 years after my abuse began, Robert Morris was indicted in Oklahoma on 5 counts of lewd acts with a child, which each carry 20 years in prison. And he turned himself in to authorities just 2 days ago in Osage County in Oklahoma. Because I refused to sign an NDA, my abuser is finally being held accountable for the horrific crimes he committed against me as a child. Because I refused to sign the NDA at the age of 37, I am able to sit here at the age of 55 and share my story and be the voice for so many people who don't have the courage to come forward in hopes that I can help them.
Cindy, thank you.